Hey guys, it's Roast here with another New World video. Today I want to talk to you about yield rates, but before I do that, I want to thank you guys all, everyone who's new to the channel, everyone who's subscribed in the past couple weeks. You guys are awesome. I've been doing YouTube stuff for a while now, but I'm just going to pull up my analytics real quick. You guys are amazing because in the past couple days and weeks, with all the New World community support and love and everything, my subscriber numbers has exploded. I like over 60% of my subscribers that I have now are within the last like 2 or 3 weeks. So thank you guys all. That's awesome. Um, Kind of funny to add on to that, but the topic of today's video actually comes from one of you guys because I got a comment on my last video about mining in New World, how to get as much void ore as possible, about yield rates, because that's something that I've not seen any videos about talking about it. I've not seen a lot of discussion anywhere really discussing it. Um, but today or recently, I had a comment. I'm gonna pull it up here in a second. From a guy named Tony Ragsdale, and he actually put a lot of stuff out that helps explain how yield works. So yield, I thought in New World was kind of like any of the crafting things. Like when you go to the stone cutting table, when you craft, oops, that's not a dash. I usually have an axe, so I try to dash. When you go to the stone cutting table and you craft your stones, you have a X% chance on each thing to craft bonuses, like 13% chance, right? So if I craft a stone, I have a 13% chance of getting an extra. That's how it always is. And it doesn't matter if I craft 10 or 100, that chance stays consistent. Well, I was under the false impression that was how yield worked, and it's not. Um, so the way yield appears to work from Tony and others' experiments is that yield will only help you if the amount you are gathering in the first instance has an even dividable percentage number. Let's say your yield is 10% bonus, right? My understanding is that that will only help you if the item you are gathering drops at least 10. If it drops at least 10, then you should be able to get an 11th from that extra yield. But it's still kind of fuzzy. If you guys have any more information on this topic, please share because we're not really sure. But he also found, him and the others found, that yield goes a lot higher than it's supposed to right now. But that if you get it maxed out, it's possible to get double void ore, which is pretty important for anybody who's mining for that, right? But just so he talks about it, specifically with talking about mining, he can get up to 50% from the proficiency booster, up to 10% from 250 strength, up to 19% from a really good mining pickaxe. Controlling a fort in winter gives you another 10%, and your faction controlling a territory gives you 10% within that territory. And these bonuses are all working as far as they're as intended, as far as these guys can tell. So that's 15%, 25, we'll say 45, 55, 65. So you can get up to 65% completely as intended. Now, one of the other interesting things is when you have a house in a town, there's supposed to be something the town owners can do where they say improve lifestyle, and you get bonus harvesting or logging or mining quantity by X% for some couple days, and everybody in the house gets that boost in the town or in the territory. But what they're finding is that that boost is applying globally. And if you happen to have 3 houses in towns with the miner boost, so this miner's result, if you have 3 towns or 3 houses in towns that have this active, it's giving you plus 60% yield. And with that 65% we have here, that gets your yield up to 125. In addition to that, the gathering, so I mean, we've all got our territory standings, right? Apparently, the gathering speed doesn't actually change your gathering speed. Apparently, that just gives you more yield, um, which is interesting because I mean, it kind of gets the same thing across, but it can cause double drops, which is important for void ore and among other things. Um, but yeah, so the gathering speed buff only works in that territory. The house buff seems to be working globally, which is a big deal. And then when he was doing testing with the drop rates of void ore, when he got over 100%, he was still getting single drops, which shouldn't be possible. He got at 101%. He said he was still getting single drops. He raised his territory standing. got an additional 5% up to 106, still single drops. He got it up to 9.3, so about 110%, and he started getting all rares 2 at a time. That means double Tolvium, double Cinnbar, double Void Ore, double Petrified Wood, all of etc. etc. All of that good stuff seems to be dropping doubled with 110% yield. But yeah, the other weird thing is the Cinnabar and Tolvium, the things that should be more feasible yield. Like if you get 50% yield, you should get like 4, or I guess 1 to 4 more, depending on how lucky you get with your drop down here, because it's 3 to 8. But he said only ever got 9 before, which means he only ever got 1 bonus, and it's weird. So I can't really tell the whole story. If you guys have more information, please share it. But I just want to put out there what I heard, because if you want to get Void Ore and farm it quick, maxing out your luck and maxing proficiency seems to be the way to go. Because if you own 3 houses and territories that have this, if you get that gathering speed, you get your proficiency potion and then strength plus a good pickaxe, you should be able to get it, I think. So yeah, best of luck to you guys. I hope you enjoy. Sorry today's video is a bit shorter than usual. Shit, it's already 6 minutes. Oops. Maybe it's not as short as I thought it would be. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to like and sub. But until then, keep beefy, boys. I'll catch you in the next video.